Hello, this is Debbie Drum with another episode from the Book Marketing How to Sell Books series. Like always, please, if you like this video and all the other videos that I put out, go ahead. It just takes 2 seconds. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and if you want, just put some comments in the comment section just to let me know that you're liking this stuff, all right? So today we're going to be talking about how overwhelming book promotion, book marketing could be. The reason why it could be overwhelming is, well, because there are a lot of places that you could potentially be marketing your book. There's all the social marketing platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Delicious and blog posting. There's so much. And a lot of times, too, we have limited time and we have a limited budget. So we can't possibly do everything, right? That would just be impossible, okay? So what we can do is we can, number one, find out where our specific audience is hanging out potentially. Okay, and the way that we do that is that we experiment with some of these different social media platforms and we start to see the interaction. Where are we getting likes? Where are we getting shares? Where are we getting comments? Things like that. Of course, we can see what kinds of things we're doing that is also invoking those responses too. But first, we need to find where our people are, right? Because maybe there's a genre that is never on Instagram and they're always on Twitter. Maybe your people are only on Facebook, and that's something that does take a little bit of time. But once you do some of this marketing, you're going to see, when I mean marketing, just like posting and the things that we talk about during the series, you're going to see where you're getting the most response, and that's where you want to aim a lot of your marketing at. So let's say you have a business book and you're getting a lot of responses on LinkedIn. Well, guess what? You should be spending your time on LinkedIn. It makes sense, right? So rule number one is to try as hard as you can to pinpoint where your audience is hanging out, okay? Then the second thing you want to do is you want to start to make a marketing plan and mostly heavily market to those people who where they're mostly hanging out, like LinkedIn, like that example for the business coach who has a lot of people that are responding to posts and comments and things like that on LinkedIn, okay? You want to start to make a plan to actively target LinkedIn. Now, does that mean that you have to ignore all the other social platforms? No. We're going to be talking about that, and how you can kind of get your information out a lot quicker to other platforms without spending a whole ton of time on it. And, we'll be talking about those strategies, but number one is you have to pinpoint where your people are. And it also has to be your comfort level as well. So if you're, not loving the whole Instagram thing, then maybe that's not exactly the place you want to start first. Maybe you want to start with Twitter, or maybe you want to start with Facebook because that's where you're most comfortable, and then you could see, because sometimes you can start to grow and those people will flock to you. Okay, so it does happen both ways. Like, you flock to the people, and once they see that you're putting all this stuff out, then they flock to you. So it's kind of all happening at once when you do put out your content. In the last video, we did talk about how to stay consistent with your content and put it out as frequently or on a timed and scheduled basis, so you are held accountable, and so that your fans actually they start to notice when you're posting things, and then they could get used to your schedule too, okay? So that's the goal. You cannot possibly do everything. It is impossible to do that. So you have to do the next best thing, and that is take some time, and this will take time, to find out where your audience is. And then once you find your audience, then you'll be able to start having a plan to pinpoint your marketing around where your target audience is hanging out, okay? As always, this video is sponsored by Book Review Targeter. Book Review Targeter helps you find the most targeted reviews on the planet for your books, which is essentially a form of book marketing, getting reviews for your book, because guess what? If you have reviews, your books will sell a ton easier. Go ahead and check out that link in the description box. And also go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.